my goal for this one isn't just winning. I want to go out there. I'm saying I want to embarrass this bloke. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I'm trying to embarrass him, but what I plan on doing, going out there, I want him to realize that there is levels. I want him to be like, oh wow, I'm nowhere near this level, which is going to be very embarrassing after all the talk he's been doing. So, the polite way of saying it, I'm just going to teach him a lesson, but he will be embarrassed. He will be, eating his own words. He will literally have to go back to the drawing board and realize, all right, that's a whole nother level. How do I get there?
Do you think if you beat Alex, if all goes according to how when you beat him, as you would say, it would be immediate rematch, or do you think you would fight someone else?
The way I'm gonna beat him, they don't even gonna ask me about the rematch.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who do you think it would be?
Conor McGregor.
Really?
Yeah, he has great fights. His upcoming fight is with Mike Chandler. If he doesn't get his ass whooped, he will be pleasure to share the octagon with me, and maybe in UFC Spain. We both from Europe, and he will be able to bring back home and tell to his wife, baby, take out the red panties. Topuria keep us rich.
What weight would this be at?
Who cares?
Who cares? All right.
Kevin Lee told Middle Easy, there's a couple great fights, Tony Ferguson, or maybe the winner or loser of Conor and Chandler. I'm honestly not focused too much on opponents right now. I think I have a long road ahead of me as far as getting healthy. 2, getting into shape. And 3, signing a contract. Then maybe we can look at location and then talk about opponents. So it's far down the road for me to be thinking about opponents.
Who is the next victim? In a perfect world, who would you want?
Paddy Pimblett, I think that's a fight that, because today he called me out, right? And now that's not gonna, he called me out. That's not gonna be, you cannot say my name and don't get it. Now he going to get the smoke. He went to my Instagram because I was saying that he should suppose fight Drew Dober, right? Because he's acting tough. But let me tell you something. Paddy Pimblett with this team doing like that, Drew Dober gonna smoke him. And I say that on Twitter, but he got all mad and he say, why would I fight Drew Dober if I can smoke you? And he sent me that on Instagram, and I made a video.
He messaged you that?
He messaged me, yes. He messaged me on my stories and tag my name. And I say, okay, motherfucker, now you are in fucking trouble. UFC not gonna protect you because you start that shit, brother. I was not talking about your name, but guess what? If they put me against this motherfucker in Brazil, UFC 301, I can guarantee you I finish that motherfucker on the first round.
According to a report by From the Stands MMA, a 4-man tournament featuring combat sport legends over the age of 50 is currently in the works for December 2024 to be held in Saudi Arabia. Combat sport legends such as Mark Hunt, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, and David Tua are rumored for the Baddest Over 50 tournament.
I have to pay for a lawsuit if it goes to a lawsuit that I pay for, that I don't have the finance for. That is the only reason that I'm fighting at my age, and regardless what people think about it, that is the truth. I have to fight in case this goes to a trial, and I'm not letting these guys get away with it. I want to put these fools in jail, and I want to close their company up. That is the reason why I have to compete at my age. And if I have to fight at my age and get up and do this at my age, you can damn well make sure I'm going to put them in jail.
Mark Hunt further continued. All I can say is my former lawyers were paid off. They tried to ruin my case. They sealed all of the evidence. I have to just wait until the way things turn out. Know that Dana White and Lorenzo Fertitta, these criminals have tried everything to ruin me and my brand. Hunt also reacted to BKFC president David Feldman meeting Dana White by saying, "There goes my bare-knuckle career."
He is African, right? He was born in South Africa, raised in South Africa, trained in South Africa, but the issue comes when he said that the truth, in his statement, people want to brush it off and whatsoever, but you know, when you see things for what they are, I saw the interview, and I was offended by it. I don't see eye to eye with Triggers right now because of that, you know, because you don't discredit people just because they left a place and go somewhere else for the better of their lives. Especially, like, there's a saying that read the temperature of the room before you say some stuff. And he didn't read the temperature of the room before he said what he said. And I think it's kind of a dumb thing to say because, you know what, people will use that against you, and he should not have said what he said in the first place. Read the temperature of the room. Of course, I am admiring what he has done, or as a person achieving what he has done to become the champion, living and training in Africa. But don't get us wrong, he has been traveling to Thailand since he was 17. His parents have got money. He can afford to go and train all around. He was here in Florida recently or whatsoever. And then for us as African guys, like, you know, who come from the poor background and stuff like that, and when you see us having our parents and stuff like that, leaving the continent to go for greater good somewhere else, like Easy's parents did, what's his name, Kamaru Usman. I've also said this stuff before about Kamaru when I was trying to get signed to the UFC. I'm like, oh, that man does not know what Africa is about. He has never suffered and lived in Africa, which is kind of true because Kamaru left Africa when he was 6. But I went man-to-man to Kamaru recently at the PI, and I said, brother, I'm really sorry about what I said to you. Then he says, man-to-man. That's good, because you know what? He's an African, and now you think of it, it makes sense because you want opportunities. You leave Africa and you come here to America. You leave Africa, you go to New Zealand. So he messed up when he said that those guys were not true Africans.
Tonight is the night, boys, girls, the whole of South Africa. Let's get behind our boys in yellow, Bafana and our captain, Rowan Williams. Thank you so much for representing the flag. We cannot wait to see you do great things. History is being made tonight. Good luck in the semi-finals versus Nigeria. We will all be watching. We will be rooting. This is the start of something new. South Africa is setting the world alight, and I can't wait to see you guys walk out victorious and make history and become the AFCON champions. Let's go!
Your words are going to be much different. You know, someone's going to have to go onto their bio on their Instagram and change it literally themselves. So what a humbling experience that's going to be. And I'm going to make sure, I don't want the manager, I don't want their trainers or his wife or anything doing it. I want him personally to change that to 14-1 and contender or whatever he's going to change the champion to.
Tonight is the night, boys, girls, the whole of South Africa. Let's get behind our boys in yellow. Bafana and our captain, Rowan Williams. Thank you so much for representing the flag. We cannot wait to see you do great things. History is being made tonight. Good luck in the semi-finals versus Nigeria. We will all be watching. We will be rooting. This is the start of something new. South Africa is setting the world alight, and I can't wait to see you guys walk out victorious and make history.
China inside. I am Chinese. I'm the Black Dragon.
Yeah, my African brother. What's up?
I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son.
Let's